Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 213. We've been at it for that many weeks now, that many times we've been around the sun together. I've got my bootleg Post Malone on, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's been a good week, man. Listen, if you haven't done so already, because about 78% of you haven't, you got to hit the subscribe button. Everyone watching this video statistically is not subscribed.
What are we doing?
And so I need you to make that happen. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, the hype button if you can find it. I haven't been able to find the hype button these last few weeks, but if you can find it and click it on one of my videos, do it. And then the share button, of course. There's at least anywhere from 3 to 4 to 5 to potentially you could get it down to about 2 to 3 buttons per video if you know what you're doing. But apparently you don't, because that's the question this week.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? He said it best. I'll never tell you who it is. Maybe I already have. I don't know. It's another week. It's episode 213. And man, talk about a slam dunk. Talk about a slam dunk of a piece. I had the idea, I executed, and I think, we knocked it out of the park. I mean, I'm talking none other than the Field of Screams piece we released alongside episode 212 last week. If you haven't seen either of those episodes, again, I'll ask, what are we doing? Go watch those and check those out, because we say some pretty mean things about the Field of Screams due to recent accusations and articles released online. And so that just, I mean, hey, doing dummy numbers.
What are we doing?
I think YouTube's sitting at about 500 eyeballs, which is great. And by the way, the full episode is also out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I think TikTok, we got that bad boy up to about almost 8,000 eyeballs. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Not astronomically viral. We're talking about a small Pennsylvania problem. But at the end of the day, we're creating some form of awareness. And since said episode dropped less than a week ago, we dropped it last Saturday, the DMs have been flooded. I've been talking on and off with people pretty much every day, all week long. The outrage has been insane, from past volunteers to other victims to people with more stories, people confirming information, people correcting me on some things, and just the overall just atmosphere that this story is kind of creating. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting path that I find myself walking down when I should have probably turned the other way, but now, unfortunately, it's too late. So guess what? There's a part 2, and it's coming soon.
What are we doing?
We have to do a part 2, inevitably, most likely at some point in time, probably a part 3. Who knows what the future will hold, but we've got a handful of people. We have got a handful of key players from the articles and the interviews, and just from the past few years and decades of volunteers from the Field of Screams that have reached out and are willing to come onto this platform. So at the end of the day, outraging success. We're trying to get the attention of some bigger accounts. We found one on TikTok. Shout out to Shag. We've reached out to her. Our comment on her video that's still up is doing pretty well. It's at the top, I believe, with a lot of likes. And, she hasn't reached back out to our DMs yet, but hopefully maybe alongside of her, with her help and the interviews and everything else, that will inevitably happen out of this studio in the coming weeks. We can't wait. It's interesting. It's fun. And I'm excited to get the some of the victims and just people who have just been done wrong in life and their messages out there. So be on the lookout. Part 2 of our FOS series is 100% coming soon. I mean, it's inevitable. It has to happen. I've got girls teaming up together. I've got stories. I've got guys DMing me. I mean, there's a Facebook group that's exploding. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a story that just shouldn't probably be let go. We should probably just give this story probably a little bit more attention. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
So now that we're getting older, dude, it's like, it's one of these weird situations where Sandy decides to tell us things from her past that she thinks we're now mentally capable of knowing and understanding as her now adult children. And so, these past couple weeks, past couple months, whenever we're hanging out with Sandy Dunkel, she just decides to drop these little nuggets, these little bombs, these little stories of her young adulthood from when she was our age, and things that like she used to do with our dad, and the divorce and the stories and the behind the scenes and everything. And so this past weekend at the Olive Garden, Sandy decides to tell us about the time that when she was at one point in time married to my father. Thank God that's not a reality anymore.
What are we doing?
Back in the day, if you remember, millennials, stick with me, we used to have movie rental stores, okay? A lot of us know it as a Blockbuster. A lot of us know it as like a California Video, Hollywood Video. I mean, everyone had their major chains, of course, the Blockbusters, and then their mom and pop video rental places within their perspective, their towns and communities, right? So the video rental store, I mean, to experience this as a kid, I still have vivid memories. We're going to Blockbuster, we're going to California Vid, and we're getting the Nintendo 64 cartridge for the weekend.
What are we doing?
Jeff won't buy me Diddy Kong Racing, but he'll pay $6.99 for me to have it for about 4 days.
What are we doing?
And of course, we got to pick out a DVD or a VHS mostly, which it was at the time. DVDs were on their way in, you know what I mean? And so just that overall Friday night Blockbuster, then Blockbuster started getting real skeptical, real fringy with their memberships, right? I remember a time where the membership was in my dad's name. Alicia, my witch of a stepmother, took us, and like, because my dad was working, we had to call him at the hospital where he worked and be like, hey, the Blockbuster guy, the 17-year-old idiot working at Blockbuster, needs your verbal permission for us, your family, to use your Blockbuster membership. I mean, it was to the point where they started locking shit down.
What are we doing?
And so naturally, technology and Netflix and history inevitably destroyed the video rental service. But one of those sub-services at those video rental stores that a lot of us millennials never got to experience because they were shut down by the time we reached our 18th birthdays was the adults only 18 and over sections.
What are we doing?
Some of them had them blocked off with a door. Some of them had them blocked off with a curtain. Some of them didn't have them blocked off at all. I was a good little boy. I never went into those sections. My parents loved me, so they never took me into those sections. And so at the end of the day, I never got to experience the 18 plus video rental section of my local video rental store because they all closed by the time I was 18 and could go by myself anyways. And at that point in time, we were going to Excitement Video and Pornhub.com exist.
What are we doing?
So, like, it just kind of didn't become a thing for our generation. It kind of died with our parents. And so Sandy continues to tell us times even before the curtain, before video rental stores had the curtain and the full room dedicated to the adult content, It used to be just a little black binder. Maybe where the term little black book came from. I don't know. I probably just made that up. But at the end of the day, Sandy describes a 1990s video rental store experience where my father, who naturally has been a pussy his entire life, would wait in the car because he's too embarrassed to go in and get these types of movies in front of all of the people who also live in the town who probably know them by name. And so he would send Sandy in to go look in the black binder and be like, hey, babe, I want A17.
What are we doing?
And so Sandy would have to go to the black binder, and in this binder would be printouts of all of the VHS DVD covers. There's just VHSs back then. All the VHS covers in this binder with a code on it. So then Sandy had to flip through, look at the covers. So embarrassing. Families are walking past Sandy Dunkel with the nudie binder open, getting their Disney movies to rent for the weekend while she's in there doing Jeff's Pornhub errands. And like it has to then go to the clerk, say, I want A17, and he knows that stands for adult 17, code 17. He pulls that VHS, and Sandy and Jeff go home to, I don't know, watch it together.
What are we doing?
So gross, right? I mean, it's just the stories of your parents. Sometimes we've got to maybe, I don't know. I think I'm going to clock Sandy before she starts telling her next story. I'm going to prerequisite her next story with some questions. And if she doesn't really pass the test, maybe we'll keep that story in the closet for another day.
What are we doing?
But anyways, back to pop culture news. So 6ix9ine's back, baby. I mean, there's nothing I like more on this planet than a comeback story, okay? And what better person to have on your stream than someone who's come on plenty of backs than Tekashi 6ix9ine?
What are we doing?
I mean, I don't care what you say. He had some bops, okay? Fifi, the one with Nicki, that might have been Fifi. I don't know. Goomba, Gumba, whatever that whole album was, where he just had like the same song, but like a different song every song. Like, sick guy, but a bit big guy. Like, what? That shit, that era, it was hot. I mean, you can't deny like some of his actual music. I mean, he had like one album, but it's fine. And so naturally, now that all of Tekashi's legal issues are taken care of, hey, he's still on probation. We'll get to it in a minute. But now that most of his legal issues are kind of whatever, resolved, or I don't know, just at a point now where he can, leave the conch and the house, and like all he's got to do is tell someone where he is, and then he can go and get permission from Zaddy.
What are we doing?
And so, you know what I mean? But it's still hilarious. So he did the interview with Vlad TV. That went, you know what I mean? Talking, dropping names, trying to be the next Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay type of situation. But it's fine. We watched it. Now he's hanging out with academics, and which naturally has led to both of them, Tekashi and Mr. Academics, onto none other than Aiden Ross's live stream.
What are we doing?
And if you don't know who Aiden Ross is, he's Drake's best friend.
What are we doing?
They play stake together, and of course, what I mean by play stake is that neither of them fucking use their own money. It's all given to them. It's a guy named Eddie. I don't know. He owns Kick. He owns Stake. It's all fake. It's not real money. If they lose because the algorithm that they set up that day for Drake and Aiden isn't in their favor, which it like 99% of the time now I think is, always, and will be, they just call someone and then their account's replenished and it's not actually real.
What are we doing?
But your money is, so that's why, you know what I mean? The cogs keep turning. Drake got Aiden Ross a $300,000 car. I mean, it's like a chromed out, customed out Bentley, whatever. Costs like $250, but he put another 100 in. It's like a $330,000 custom car. Apparently paid off. Now, who actually paid for the car? Was it Drake? Did the cash come out of his account? I don't know. It was probably just some sort of crypto stake deal thing. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
But Tekashi's back, 6ix9ine's back, and we love him, and he's here. And Tekashi is exposing the music industry, okay? As you can imagine, while on live stream with Aiden Ross, Tekashi, you know what I mean? He's got a drink in his hand. He's ready to go. He's spilling names. He's doing numbers, okay? And he's out here exposing the record labels. And which naturally, listen, we've known this for a while. We've known that this is how getting a record deal works. You sign your life away, they give you an advance, you spend all the money, then you have to go on tour 10 times just to make any amount of money back because the record label owes everything. And then once you make them enough money, they release you, and then you can go independent and hopefully at that point in time have a big enough buzz to do a tour where you get most of the money.
What are we doing?
But it rarely happens because, you know, you need that record label back tour to prepay for the venues and the team and the equipment. It costs money. Not everyone can be Taylor Swift.
What are we doing?
Or Chris Brown or Beyonce, respectfully, or, you know, the big boys. You got to be a top 40 artist to have all your shit just kind of paid for, and then you get a big fat check at the end of the day anyways. So for the little guys like Tekashi 6ix9ine, you get trapped in a record deal, and now he's here to let you know how it goes. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of kids in here in this chat making music, right? You guys look at it as like, oh, how can I get signed with Atlantic? How can I get signed with Interscope? How can I get signed with Columbia? How can I get signed with Sony? How can I get signed with Warner? How can I get signed with Universal? These people,
you don't want to be, by the way.
Sign you. You have to play the puppet role, right? And this is why I'm so canceled, because they hate when I say this.
Right.
You go, you sign your life away, right? You make most of your money with your advance, but once you blow that, right, whether you blow it on bitches, cars, lifestyle, clothes, everything, then you like, yo, my label's putting me, no, I don't have no money, da-da-da-da. You should have, and this is an educational thing, manage your money right, because when these labels got you, they own everything. Then you're forced to do what NBA Youngboy did, and just hear me out. You sell your catalog. When you sell your catalog, you sell your publisher share. Your publisher share is your writer's thing where they pay you quarterly. They pay you every 3 months. You get a check for your writers, sound exchange, a BMI, whether you're with BMI or ASCAP, right? You sell everything. I say, yo, have my catalog. You have to start fresh. So in my instance, I will have to sell Gummo, Kuda, Billy, Tati, Fifi.
So he just goes on to say that he hasn't sold them. And what the issue with the whole thing is, we looked it up. There's no news or articles or evidence of NBA Youngboy selling his music, his catalog. So I'm not sure if the cup is speaking for him in this moment, but the next inevitable hilarious thing that would 100% happen during a Tekashi 6ix9ine, DJ Academics, Aiden Ross hosted live stream is none other than Tekashi's probation officer calling, because he didn't let them know where he was gonna be and for how long, and so they had to can we turn the music down, please? I gotta talk to probation. Listen to this, it's fucking hilarious.
Like, you gonna die, nigga? We kill niggas. So I finally recorded the nigga Tato being pressed. Oh, hold on, give me a second. Hello.
Hello, this is the monitoring center on a recorded line. Calling for Daniel.
Yeah, it's me.
Daniel.
What are we doing?
Calling to get your location.
Yeah, I'm with the Aiden Ross. I'm at the Aiden Ross stream. I have it set for the. I have it set on the app on the BI Smart Lane.
It's got a fucking app, dude.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. It looks like they had you set to be home at like 5. Did that get changed?
Yeah, it's from 3 to I believe 3 p.m. to 2 a.m.
3 p.m. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So what time do you think you'll be getting home?
I'll say like 2 a.m. I'm gonna call my officer now. I'm gonna call Officer Mitchell.
Okay, I will go ahead and make note. Y'all have a good night, okay?
Thank you.
You gonna buy that?
I thought that was the alarm for you.
Got to check in with Officer Mitchell, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. These rappers, they don't live this life. Like, I really.
These rappers don't live this probation.
What are we doing?
That's why Tekashi 6ix9ine is different. You know what I mean? All these other rappers who aren't on the top 40 chart, shout out to 280 Plus. If you haven't heard, rap and hip hop and kind of like R&B maybe, it's like non-existent. The top 40 charts are now being acquired and taken over by obviously none other than like the Taylor Swifts and the Biebers of the world, but like the TikToks, dude. The TikTok artists. If you're getting millions and millions and millions of streams and views on TikTok for your music, it is now charting.
What are we doing?
And it has been a situation where like this summer and like these last few months, like, you know what I mean? It's to the point where half of the rappers that Los listens to, he didn't even know they dropped this summer. That's how insignificant the news and the virality of the rap game has been missed since, I mean, essentially what? Since Drake kind of like took a pause, the Kendrick Lamar battle, it was Kendrick's scene. Kendrick took over for the last year and a half. It was the Super Bowl. It was every radio station. Every time you change a channel, every commercial, every condiment, every single situation that we could possibly throw at the song Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, followed and wrapped up by a world tour with SZA. I mean, it was a global phenomenon that just sucked up everything else in its path. Yeah, sure. I think Cardi might have dropped. I think, and her sophomore album was good, but like, you know, it's Cardi B. It can only be so high when she's talking about shaking her ass and being a bodega baddie.
What are we doing?
Which, by the way, is a banger song. It should be higher on the charts. But at the end of the day, it's just, it is, I don't know, man. It is what it is. So like, there's a weird lull in hip hop right now. And it would just seem that like, you know, some of the artists kind of are navigating it in an interesting way. Some of which, you know, involve live streaming with Aiden Ross. We need Drake. I mean, I thought Iceman was dropping. I don't know. Is it? Will that bring back the breath? Will that bring back the life to the rap and hip hop R&B / charts that we need it to? We'll see. I'm hoping it does. Fingers crossed. I don't know when's that coming. Hopefully soon.
What are we doing?
But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? 6ix9ine is making his rounds, and it's just funny, dude. It's funny. And but we're not sure what the NBA young boy, I don't know, correct me in the comments, might be something I'm just not aware of. But in our initial research, there's not really any news or headlines claiming that he sold his catalog, but maybe just the record deal in which Tekashi 6ix9ine is referring to. Maybe that's what young boy is a part of. Who knows? We'll see. I don't know that much more about it. Check out the 280 Plus podcast. He might have all of your answers. So in a realm in which I am a little bit more versed, boy, oh boy, our man Criss Angel has been having a rough go. Okay. As it turns out, Criss himself and his wife, I believe, or ex-wife now, divorced. They're not having a good time. Apparently, she found some not so nice DMs that Criss responded to from other women. And so they're not having a good go of it right now, personally. And, you know, as you can imagine, with all of that shit piled on top of him, he's got probably like a never-ending failing magic show in Las Vegas.
What are we doing?
It's the same tricks, it's the same effects, it's the same dumb theater, it's the same thing it's been since 2010, and there's no real new way that we can innovate. Like, I mean, we can only watch the man attach wires to his hip and then some on the back, and then walk down a ladder, and then a thing comes on that says applause, and we all clap, and we call it a levitation. I mean, at the end of the day, there are better and just more talented magicians making the rounds within the scene, and it hasn't been looking good for Criss Angel, and I don't think it's going to continue looking good because he's announced an all-new show happening for 2 days only.
What are we doing?
And this show is basically the same thing, the same show it's always been, the Criss Angel Magic Show. He puts the curtain up on the box, a lady was on the box, and he raises the curtain, and then boom, the curtain drops, and guess what? It's him on the box, and the lady's in the box. It's the same metamorphosis trick he's been filming himself doing since he was 16 years old on Long Island.
What are we doing?
I mean, I know almost everything there is to know about Criss Angel, and at the end of the day, I can tell you that this magic show that he is continuously revamping and trying to make new again is the same act he's been doing for years. It's essentially his entire life. And so now, what better way to take what Las Vegas has voted the GOAT, the greatest magician of all time, Criss Angel's Magic Show, for 2 days only. What are the dates? 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 March 6th and March 7th. March 6th and March 7th, 2026, next year, 7 p.m. Get your tickets pre-sale now with, I don't know, promo code, probably Mind Freak. I don't know.
What are we doing?
Find it. It's easy. I think it's in the video description somewhere. But now, instead of it's the same magic show, but this time, folks, we're bringing in, how old is he? Alex Cooper. We're bringing it, and not, hey. Did I say Alex Cooper? That's right. Not Alex Cooper, not Call Her Daddy, Alice Cooper from, you know him. What's he from? He's from the lead singer of American rock band, Alice Cooper, the Alice Cooper Band. You know him. He's a rock star. I don't know him. That's how old he is. He's 77 years old.
What are we doing?
And so now the best thing the Criss Angel can come up with is a magic show where he does all of the same magic tricks, but instead he has Alice Cooper on stage with him, and like in between and during those magic tricks, Alice Cooper is lip singing all of his greatest hits. There's 4 or 5 in the show, and that's it. It's the same razor blade cutting a fake lady in half, kind of stupid, dumb magic tricks that Criss Angel does every single fucking day. And then he just has Alice Cooper coming in, singing over a dub track because he's 77 years old and he can hardly move anymore.
What are we doing?
I mean, let's take a look at this monstrosity of a show.
For the first time ever.
For the first time ever, babes.
Cooper, magic icon, Criss Angel,
Yeah!
performed together live
Whoa!
in the shock rock magic experience of a
Shock
lifetime.
rock magic experience.
Welcome to our nightmare. With all the smash hits.
I mean, right. Alice Angel, dude.
Mr. Night Sky. No more Mr. Clean.
And it's just,
But you and me ain't no movie star.
it's just,
What we are is what we are. Drop you like a hammer on a bed
it's
of
just
night.
the same.
To my nightmare.
It's,
Gonna like it.
Only women bleed.
Okay. Is that a,
Welcome to
Can
our
we-
nightmare, the theatrical spectacle that will destroy your mind.
oh, there's a fake half lady with intestines trailing from behind her crawling across the stage.
What are we doing?
What is this supposed to be? I don't understand it.
Experience the revolution.
And then Criss Angel's on the box. There he goes down the ladder. Loves walking down that ladder.
To our nightmare.
Alice Cooper and Criss Angel. You know what? Hey, I almost want him. I would rather him do it with Alex Cooper from Call Her Daddy.
What are we doing?
I'd rather Alex Cooper come out in a costume and have Criss Angel cut her in half while she's giving like the Gluck Gluck 9000 to somebody on stage.
What are we
Like,
doing?
I would much rather anything else. I mean, it's just this is what the state of magic has become. We are in three categories now. We either fall under the O's Perlmans and the Max Majors of the world, where they mix like magic tricks and illusions and mentalism together and pretend they're reading your mind, but instead it's just all kind of context clues. And then boop, they do a couple magic tricks in between to make it look really impressive. That's one category. Then we have like the Penn and Tellers of the world, who are just constantly creating new and doing new stuff and like showing us like behind the scenes, but like we can see how it's done, but not really. And it's like this really creative, entertaining form of magic, like Matt Franco and Piff the Magic Dragon, that kind of actual like classic comedy magic, and like just really honing in on the use of technology and 2025 and the show and everything, that like that kind of categorical of comedy comes into play. And then lastly, we have the ridiculousness of it all. Shout out to Rob Dyrdek. Sorry you got canceled. MTV's kind of done now. But anyways, Criss Angel falls into this category of just like, it pushes the limits of like, hey man, like we can kind of, we can wrap our heads around mentally and physically that like Oz Perlman might be able to like guess my PIN code by like saying, oh, it's two digits in a row, right? So then that can only mean one or two things. And then he's like, oh, there's this and that. And via context clues and body language and just the understanding of the human psyche, Oz Perlman can then come up with four numbers. And at the end of the day, that's like fine and dandy. We can wrap our heads around that. That's something that we can kind of believe. But when you have a grown man walking down a ladder and a half a lady crawling across the stage with like these obviously fake, like, dude, this should be a multi-million-dollar production. It should look real as shit. There should be a slime trail. They should be it should look like real blood-covered intestines, but instead it looks like a prop that they got from Spirit Halloween.
What are we doing?
Like Criss Angel, at this point, we should be doing so much better. But instead, it's the same illusions with the girls, and they all look the same. So you can put one here and one there, and one in the box, and one gets cut in half, and one pops up. And then you put razor blades in your mouth, and then you put the wires on, and you walk around, you spin around in a ball, and it's like not magic anymore.
What are we doing?
It's just kind of a show that I don't think really makes sense for Alice Cooper to be anywhere near a part of. Yes, he's a grungy rock, heavy metal kind of dude, but like, bro, he's 79 years old.
What are we doing?
I mean, shout out. I mean, I might go to Vegas. I might fly to Vegas in March. I might just for the show, just to witness how terrible it's actually going to be. I might have to fly to Vegas and witness this new iteration. And hey, by the way, what happens after these two March dates? Is Criss not doing nightly shows anymore? Has that finally run its course? Like I can't imagine we're still selling out theaters unless we're comping all the tickets. I heard like 10 years ago, we were selling out the Criss Angel Theater at the Luxor by comping half the tickets and just forcing people who stayed at the hotel to go see a show. And they're like, here's two tickets to see Criss Angel. Boop, sold out.
What are we doing?
Kind of thing. But at the end of the day, it seems a little, I don't know, bro, seems a little scammy. And speaking of scammy, our boy Soulja Boy's back. Listen, these hacky kind of rappers are making a comeback towards the end of 2025. Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
I mean, at the end of the day, Soulja Boy is back. You'll never imagine with your own human brain what he could possibly be doing once again. And folks, if you remember, it was followed up by an inevitable Breakfast Club viral interview, the Soulja Boy Xbox, the Soulja Boy Nintendo console, when Soulja Boy, a few years ago, discovered dropshipping, purchased a pallet from China and decided that he was going to double the price of these Chinese handheld emulation station devices and try to sell them as Soldier Boy boxes and the Soldier Boy Switch and the Soldier Boy handheld and the Soldier Boy whatever. Folks, you can't make this up. You can't make it up. We're back. It's November 2025, and it's the all-new Soldier Flip 2. Forget about the Soldier Flip 1. That never existed, but the Soldier Flip 2 is on sale now.
What's poppin'? It's your boy, Soldier Boy. The new Soldier Game Flip is out right now.
I need one. I'm going to get one.
SoldierBoy.net.
Listen to this.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody go tap in. You got all the games you need on here. Wi-Fi, fast Wi-Fi.
Fast Wi-Fi.
Fast processor.
Yep.
Good graphics. Go get your Soldier Game.
Yep.
Soldier Game console today, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Got Sonic, got TikTok, Instagram, everything you need.
Yeah.
What's poppin'? It's your boy, Soldier Boy.
And so,
New Soldier.
as this then began to go viral, naturally, everyone immediately started sending the comments and DMs, and the actual manufacturers of this console, of course, coming from the team over at Retroid Pocket, basically said that, hey man, we never approved this. We didn't know he was doing this. He doesn't have permission to do this, and he'll be hearing from our attorneys.
What are we doing?
And so even with like the same images pulled from the Retroid Pocket Flip 2 handheld website, Soldier Boy also had the audacity to originally price his at over twice as much, upwards of $400 for the Soldier Game Flip, aka the Retroid Pocket Flip 2. And then once the news broke, he took that price back down to $200 and essentially basically has accepted defeat, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's no longer for sale on his website.
What are we doing?
It was all up until last week, but as of right now, the only consoles that you can buy from Soldier Boy is the Soldier Game Pro for $175 or the Soldier Game Box for $72. Now, the Soldier Game Box looks like a PS1 emulator with two very extremely disgustingly made controllers. It might be able to emulate up to like, I don't know, a 3DS probably. But other than that, it looks like a piece of crap. And so does the Soldier Game. This is just a knockoff Switch handheld that he probably got on Temu for about 13 cents.
What are we doing?
And is now selling it to innocent bystanders. The other thing that I love about Soldier Boy is just his innovation. His innovation when it comes to the types of products he sells, because he sees the waves. He sees the Apple Vision Pro. He sees the MetaQuest glasses. He sees the Oakleys with the camera on them. He sees the boom of AI and smart glasses. Ladies and gentlemen, SoldierBoy.net, sign on up for only $64. Hey, Mark Zuckerberg charges like $200 or $300 for his smart glasses. Soldier Boy only charges $60.
What are we doing?
Level up your vision. It's the Soldier Boy AI smart glasses, okay? Let me tell you, and I mean, they look like they ripped off the literal photos from the Meta Ray-Ban website. It's fine. I kind of want the white ones, dude. These like beige ones look kind of dope. They're like pinkish beigeish. Experience the future of tech and style with Soldier Boy AI smart glasses. Perfect for fans and tech enthusiasts, these innovative glasses offer hands-free music control, live performance enhancements, and seamless social media connectivity. What does any of that mean except for, I don't know, the hands-free music control, which is the only feature on these things that'll probably work?
What are we doing?
It says live performance enhancements. I can't wait. Does this mean like when I go to the gym, these AI glasses will use AI to like give me 10% more of a workout? Live performance enhancements? We got to get to the bottom of that. And also, by the way, a seamless social media connectivity. So I don't know if that means these glasses can live stream. I highly doubt it. But hey, you take a risk. It's soldierboy.net.
What are we doing?
Designed to blend cutting-edge technology with street-smart athletics, they are a must-have for anyone looking to stay ahead of the curve. Whether you're on the go or in the studio, elevate your lifestyle with Soulja Boy's signature blend of music and innovation. Get yours today and step up your game. I mean, it's bad enough that Soulja Boy basically is just ripping off third-party products, okay? And the fact that like he's copying these other companies directly, I mean, he's just finding the third-party manufacturer and selling it as his own. I mean, it's essentially what the other people are doing. They just have established businesses around it and maybe put a little bit more effort in. But at the end of the day, Soulja Boy, it's just a blatant copy of like third-party Chinese manufactured products. Yes or yes.
What are we doing?
And so with that, Soulja Boy then has the audacity to not only copy the products of other people, but have a brand new music video released for his brand new song titled They Copy My Swag. I mean, can it get any more better? I mean, it is one of the situations where it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's Soulja Boy and they copied his swag. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's so fucking funny. It's so ironic. It's Soulja Boy and they copied his swag. You know what I mean? So get your Soulja game console today, released, and while you're playing that game, wear your Soulja AI glasses. I think I'm gonna get a pair for this podcast.
What are we doing?
You know, I think that'd be a really good idea. I think it'd be a really good idea to get some AI glasses from Soulja Boy's website. So at the end of the day, we're going to place that order. We'll have to do it with a temporary, like, prepaid debit card so he doesn't steal any of my information, of course. Don't put, please, for the love of God, do not put any of your personal information into soldierboy.net. You know? And so it's fun. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of white people doing crazy shit, the future is here. Tom Brady has officially cloned his dog.
What are we doing?
And as soon as this news broke, naturally, of course, my dumb dog Lubug heard and got extremely excited because he thought, well, whoop-de-doo, I can just go around, eat, piss, and shit wherever I want, die, and then Levi will be forced to use Tom Brady's dog cloning company to bring me back to life and inevitably torture him again for a second time.
What are we doing?
So now, naturally, Lubug is investing all of his money into this company. Take a look. It's Tom Brady. We're done with football now, and we are bringing your best friend into the future with you.
NFL star Tom Brady saying he has cloned his beloved dog who died almost 2 years ago. Brady, an investor in the company doing the cloning. Here's Matt Gutman.
Tom Brady revealing his new dog is a clone of his old beloved family dog, Lua. The legendary quarterback and broadcaster saying in a statement, the genetic engineering company Colossal Biosciences cloned Lua to produce Junie, giving his family, quote, a second chance.
Hey guys.
Through a simple blood draw of our family's elderly dog before she passed.
They're not going to be exactly the same as the original pet.
Well, no shit, lady. You think that might be the case? Hey, do you think maybe they took Tom Brady's money, sat on it for 2 years, and just bought another dog, the same color and same breed as his old dead dog, and said, here you go, it's a clone?
What are we doing?
Who are we talking to? Are you insane? Are you insane? Tom Brady. I know he's been knocked down so many times playing football. He's got too many concussions, CTE or whatever the fuck it's called. But at the end of the day, I need you, Tom Brady. You have millions of dollars at your disposal. I need you to be a little bit more smarter with your money. You have to fully understand that there is no way that the dog that Tom Brady is now walking around with is not just a dog that they found from a breeder somewhere that looks almost like his old dead dog.
What are we doing?
He is an investor in Colossal Biotech, a company known for
and he's an investor in the
gene
company, of
editing
course he is.
existing
It's
animals, seeking to bring back extinct species, most recently claiming they've engineered 3 dire wolves, 2 of which are now about a year old.
Right.
Just this week, the company acquired Viagen Pets and Equine, which offers animal cloning.
Tom Brady's
it definitely has implications for our ability, to rehome animals, perfectly good animals that, in many cases, if they aren't adopted, will lose their lives.
Tonight, Brady says he loves his animals and is excited this technology can help families.
This is a question.
I mean, so at the end of the day, it's one big ad.
What are we doing?
This is one big ad for the company in which Tom Brady has invested in. How else would they get funding without a viral story like this? They need another round of funding, Series A, Series C, whatever, wherever they're at. They just acquired another company, so they're probably fresh out of money, so they need another round of investments now that they've absorbed another one. Let's go. What viral news could we spin up this week? Oh, look, it's Tom Brady, the football star. He's got a dog that died. We should get him a new one. It'll cost us $300. We'll get him a new dog. We'll say it's a clone. All is well. Investors, write your checks now.
What are we doing?
I mean, is it like, can I just start scamming? Like, I've been working hard. I've been grinding. I've been like working side hustles. I've been like going to work 9 to 5, and when I should be working on that job and that company's business and all that stuff going on, I'm working on my other one on the weekends and during the week, and I don't get any days off. I mean, it would be so much easier for me if I just started scamming people. Because obviously, people like Tom Brady, who make millions of dollars every year broadcasting, has enough money to invest in this company that probably makes billions of dollars because they're claiming they can clone animals because they brought back the dire wolf. I mean, folks, who are we talking to?
What are we doing?
I mean, what better person to pick than someone with a scrambled brain from all of that football concussion than Tom Brady to claim that, his dog was cloned and reincarnated. It's not the same dog, but it has that essence, that DNA of your old dog, Lucy. Tom Brady fall in love, yes or yes?
What are we doing?
Emotional heartstrings. It's the story of the century. I mean, hey man, it's an ad. And so when you see stories like this, it should come as no shock to you that we are now within the ramifications of in which we can just do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. We can scam people and get away with it. We can go even if we go to prison, guess what? You get pardoned, you're out.
What are we doing?
It just would seem as if you have enough money in this country, you can do whatever you wanna do.
What are we doing?
And I mean, speaking of people without money, it's tough. It's going to be tough this year. Christmas gifts are going to be tough, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, what are you going to buy? We go to Walmart, we go to Target, we see all these stores. What are we buying our kids this year? I mean, there are no new good toys. It's like the Lego sets. You get them a new iPad. It means nothing. Like, there's nothing like, do kids have toys anymore? My son would much rather have a Christmas tree ornament from the Hallmark shop than any toy that Target sells right now.
What are we doing?
Because you know why? Hallmark sells Star Wars ornaments and Rudolph ornaments and Harry Potter ornaments and Haunted Mansion ornaments. You know what Target doesn't sell? Harry Potter stuff, Haunted Mansion stuff, and like stuff, I don't know, like the kids actually want to play with, especially when like 3 aisles are just dedicated to Legos and Barbies and like baby toys.
What are we doing?
And so it's just kind of a struggle. We're not sure what to get our kids this year. So we've kind of just decided, I think we're just going to get them some Bitcoin. I think it's time, if you have like a 5, 6, 7, or 8-year-old for Christmas this year, open them up a wallet, let it appreciate. And I mean, get your kids, just get them some crypto. I mean, it's a financial investment. From 7 years from now, when my son's ready to buy a car on his 16th birthday, the crypto I bought him now here at 6 years old, it's going to be worth 3 times as much. He'll be able to afford a Tesla with his cryptocurrency.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? You should just get your kids crypto. Get your kids crypto for Christmas, and I think they'll be happy with that. I mean, if it's not that, it's what? It's Fortnite bucks. It's Roblox bucks. If you're a shit parent and still let your kid play Roblox, get them more gift cards. And I mean, it'll inevitably become an issue, and you'll realize how bad it is. But hey, go ahead. Just let your kid keep playing Roblox. Don't worry about the headlines.
What are we doing?
Just let them play. It's fine. They're just in chat rooms with predators and pedophiles. Like, just let them play the game. Just buy them more gift cards or whatever they need to download the latest skin or whatever the fuck it is that kids spend money on in Fortnite nowadays. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
Speaking of crypto, all the Crypto Zoo lawsuits dismissed. The class action lawsuit that about 20 investors and victims of Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo cryptocurrency scam has all been dismissed. Much like Donald Trump's crypto scams, much like everyone else's crypto scams, anyone that's been involved, CZ, pardons.
What are we doing?
Anyone who has been indicted or has had a lawsuit against them or any crimes against them for all of the NFT scams that Jimmy Fallon and Justin Bieber and all their friends took illegally back in 2021, to all of the rug pulls that happened from 2022 to 2023 to 2024, the crypto crashes, everything that lost people like you and me, the Hawk Tua, the crypto, the zoo, the token, the eggs, the whole thing, it's over.
What are we doing?
And like, I mean, it's funny to think that like it actually go anywhere. I mean, if no one else, if Donald Trump, Melania Trump, all the Phase boys, anyone who the Hawk Tua girl, the Hawk coin, the whatever, anyone who has done a cryptocurrency rug pull in the last 2 years, no one's being indicted.
What are we doing?
They're saying, hey man, sometimes you invest and sometimes those investments are bad. So at the end of the day, there's nothing a judge can do about it. So moments before his beautiful wife was about to walk down the aisle of their $50 million, might have cost less, might have cost more, I'm just guessing, $50 million wedding, Logan Paul's team received the news that, the Crypto Zoo lawsuit has officially been dropped, dismissed, he's not at fault, no one gets the money, no one's to blame, he has nothing to do with Crypto Zoo ever again.
What are we doing?
And so basically, he made a vlog about it, and he's basically just like, you know, kind of touting in the faces of anyone who attempted to sue him and or felt like they were a victim of a scam instead of a bad investment. And at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure, he says it in the video, we'll watch it in a second, but Logan said, he said, look, if you want your money back, I'm putting 2 million ETH in, let me know, fill out a form, get half your money back or whatever the offer was. And then boop, some people waited for the lawsuit. All I gotta say is, you know what I mean? CoffeeZilla is probably a little upset.
What are we doing?
I mean, this is probably really irking our boy Coffee because he spent like, I don't know, his entire arc and his entire rise of his YouTube channel investigation career talking about Logan Paul and the Crypto Zoo scam.
What are we doing?
And so, I mean, hey man, like what was your plan? Your plan was to sue Logan Paul, multi-millionaire. His brother just brought a private jet. The Prime is worth billions. WWE is worth billions. Lunchly's worth millions. I mean, you thought that you could break through the wall that Logan Paul's lawyers have built legally around him. I mean, it was kind of silly. It was a little silly. I understand that you've lost anywhere from $5 to $5,000 to $50,000 to $100,000, and you want to see someone held accountable for that. But I think the only person accountable for you losing money in crypto is yourself.
What are we doing?
You trusted a man, you watched through a screen. You know what I mean? Would you trust me? Would you trust me? You should put as much trust as you put into Logan Paul as you would do me. So send me your money, and I promise I'll invest it properly and give you a return at the end of the year. I promise. Like, that should have as much weight as you trusting and giving your money to a Logan Paul crypto zoo. You know what I mean? The game didn't work. No one played it. You can't blame Logan Paul. Blame yourselves.
What are we doing?
If we lived in a world, if you were allowed to sue for bad investments, no one would be making money. Wall Street wouldn't exist, and that's how the rich wouldn't get richer and the poor stay poorer. Shout out to Logan Paul. You know what I mean? So no one, that's it at the end of the day, right? I mean, that's pretty much it.
Action lawsuit against me got officially dismissed, which is a pretty big deal. The timing of this was insane. The ruling came literally as Nina was walking down the aisle. Yes, bro. Sick!
Jeff in the background.
So yeah, that was kind of a big moment for me, because to be validated by the federal court, the United States judicial system,
and he needed that. He needed that validation.
I'm
That's
innocent,
right.
and
He's
that
not a scammer.
Logan Paul is
That's
a scammer
right.
narrative is absolute bullshit.
That's right. Absolute bullshit. Logan Paul, you heard it here first on the What Are We Doing podcast, not his vlog, that Logan Paul is not a scammer.
What are we doing?
That's what I said. So basically, that's it. You know what I mean?
Say, like, for anyone who bought the eggs to play the Crypto Zoo game, don't forget, I offered to buy all of them back. I committed 1,000 Ethereum, which was like $2.3 million at the time. So the people who did not participate, who thought they had a better chance at suing me in the class action, now lost. Because you believed a headline and you bought into this fake narrative that I'm a scammer. 140 plus people that were trying to sue me in the class action lost. And then obviously the big one, the court recommends defendant Paul's motion to dismiss be granted as to all counts and all 27 of plaintiff's claims be...
Yeah, CoffeeZilla's pissed. He has to be. I mean, I can't wait. I don't think Coffee has said anything about this. There's no video as of yet. I'm sure one's probably coming as soon as I'm done recording here. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have to give the Paul brothers their flowers. You have to clap for them. You cannot deny the inevitability of the Paul brothers. They're flying on their own private jets. They're buying their vehicles. Jake Paul makes $50 million a year boxing people. I mean, he's like undefeated. Logan Paul's in the WWE as a multi-billion-dollar brand. He's going to get bought out by Gatorade soon. I mean, Prime, Lunchley, Mr. Beast, the whole Paul brand is a colossal monster that you cannot deny. Love him or hate him, it is a just straight trajectory, and it's going nowhere but up. I mean, he just said yesterday on the podcast he's got a billion other ideas that I'm sure will be launching very soon. You can't deny the Paul family. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, we got a little bit of recap and record news, not the podcast coming back because Los won't text me back.
What are we doing?
But we got some movie news. Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, the team of the movie called Ready or Not, filmmakers are ready for a new Mummy movie with the return of Brendan Fraser. I mean, he's doing nothing but great work. Yeah, sure, are the movies Brendan has been doing these last few years aren't very mainstream, but I beg you and urge you to go back and watch them because they are very good movies, and he's doing great work, and the franchise needs the Mummy. It's not Tom Cruise, okay? It's not whatever they tried to do with the third movie when they went to China or whatever. It's this. It's him, it's her, it's Brendan, it's Rachel. They're back. It's a new Mummy movie, and I couldn't be more excited. The Hollywood Reporter has this to say Universal's turn of the century, the Mummy franchise is back from the dead.
What are we doing?
Brendan Fraser, who led the trio of movies made between 1999 and 2008, and Rachel Weisz, who starred in the first two, talks to star in a Mummy sequel. That's right. They kicked Rachel out. They replaced her with a different actress. I don't know the story there, but you know what I mean? Probably why the third one didn't do so hot. But at the end of the day, still a Mummy movie nonetheless. And then whatever you want to classify the Tom Cruise movie as, that whole Warner Brothers like monster universe, they were supposed to kick it off with a Mummy, and there was supposed to be a Frankenstein and a whole slew of movies to follow Tom Cruise, but Tom Cruise, he's too busy thinking about the next Mission Impossible movie to think and make any other movie decent at this time.
What are we doing?
Radio Silence is set to direct. The filmmaking team of Matt Bushnelli-Olfen and Tyler Gillette broke through with the clever and fun horror movie Ready or Not in 2019, and they're known for helping revitalizing the Scream franchise with a pair of movies in 2022 and 2023. So incredible directors at the helm of the new Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser and Rachel. It's a win-win-win.
What are we doing?
Sean Daniel, who produced the original movies with his late partner James Jacks, is back as producer. Joining him are frequent Radio Silence collaborators William Sharik, James Vanderbilt, and Paul Neinstein. I'm saying all of those names wrong. Who have produced, who will produce via their Project X Entertainment banner. Project X was involved in Radio Silent movies such as Abigail, Scream 5, and Scream 6, not to be confused with, I think, the Project X movie, right? Yes or yes in the comments. Directed and co-written by Stephen Sommers, Mummy brought an Indiana Jones flair to the classic Universal Monsters line. This is the Tom Cruise edition, combining action, adventure, and romance with horror in a period setting. The movie saw Brendan Fraser as a treasure hunter who travels to Egypt in the 1920s with a spunky librarian. My apologies. This is the new one, supernaturally powered high priest. The movie, which grossed over they're talking about the original. I apologize. The movie, which grossed over $422 million, launched a franchise that was one of Universal's big and reliable titles in the early 2000s, which made Brendan Fraser the leading man and an A-lister. There was also, of course, the prequel, The Scorpion King, featuring an early performance by Dwayne Johnson. Not sure why we have to mention that there, but it's nonetheless a new Mummy movie.
What are we doing?
I'm excited. I'm ready for this. I told Megs, I got my mug out. She got me for Father's Day last year a mug. It says like on one side, like, "Hey O'Connell," looks to me like I got all the horses. And on the other side of the mug, it says, "Hey Benny," looks to me like you're on the wrong side of the river.
What are we doing?
I love this franchise. I'm probably going to watch the original Mummy movie tonight with Brendan Fraser. You know what I mean? And of course, Rachel Weisz. So we love it. It's fun. It's campy. It's a cult classic. And I hope they do it justice. I hope it's good. I hope the storyline makes sense. I hope Brendan and Rachel knock it out of the park. I hope it becomes something that maybe for the first time in 10 to 15 years, we can actually go see something in the movie theater.
What are we doing?
It's been a while. There hasn't really been anything. I know a lot of people still go to the movies a lot, but at the end of the day, it's like, I hate wasting my time. In every new movie I've seen in the last 10 years, I would have been pissed if I didn't watch it at home and had to go to the movie theater and experience it there. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Levi McCurdy. This has been another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. Do yourself a favor. Check out the all-new wadpod.com. It's WAWDPOD.com. Links down below, as always. And it's just brand new. It's updated with a few AI prompts. We've got a full feed of the YouTube channel. You want the latest clip? wadpod.com. You want the latest full-length episode? wadpod.com. You want the latest Feel to Scream Part 2 drop coming soon. wadpod.com. Refresh it, and it'll be all new for you there. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great week. My voice is going out. I'm getting sick. It's that time of year. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you next time. Peace out.
What are we doing?